Hello and welcome to a new video series put on by the Illinois Chamber of Commerce that is intended to go ahead and put a lot of economic data into context with the use of some new tools we've acquired here at the Illinois Chamber of Commerce. We thought it was really important with all the discussion about job creation data, what the unemployment rate is, where we are pre-pandemic, post-pandemic in terms of job creation. We thought it was important to go ahead and help put that into context, and hence our first video here. So obviously we're going to take a look at U.S. and Illinois employment data from the U.S. Department of Labor Statistics. The latest information that's available from DOL is October, so there's going to be a little bit of a lag in terms of the time frame, but we still think it's very important to put it into context. So this is exactly what we're talking about here. It's not a comparison of unemployment rates. It's a comparison of how many jobs were in the states and then in the individual counties in Illinois pre-pandemic recession and where we stand now. So this is the state map that we're going to go ahead and take a look at, and we're going to go ahead and compare Illinois and where we stand to other states in the nation. So the red are all states that are still below pre-pandemic employment levels. So the darker the red, the worse things are. So unfortunately Vermont, and while not on this map, Hawaii are still well below 5%, 6% of where they were prior to the recession. Most other states are in this category. They're still down between 3 and 6%. And that's where Illinois stands right now. So if you look at Illinois, we are still down minus 2.1% from peak employment prior to the pandemic. Most of the Midwest up to the Northeast is in that same category, although a few states are doing even worse than we are. A little bit of surprise that Texas has still not gotten back to pre-pandemic levels, although they're very, very close. And then we see the Southeast is doing pretty well, and the prairie states are also doing pretty well. Those are in the yellow. And they've actually seen job growth above pre-pandemic levels. So as a whole, as a nation, this region is really what's holding down the nation as a whole. It is important to know that even though our unemployment rate as a nation is way down, it's important to realize that all these states have not realized the job creation levels that they had prior to the pandemic recession. Let's go ahead now and take a quick look at Illinois specifically. So here is a map of Illinois broken down by county. So let's take a closer look at that. Similar to what you see on the national level, there are big regional differences here. Just like at the national level, northeastern Illinois is where you still have an awful lot of job creation that has not yet come back to where it was. You have some positive spots, but these are mostly in smaller counties where a little bit of job creation can change the percentage in a long way. Hot spots here along the Illinois River. Again, small changes in job creation can make a change in percentage, which is what this map is showing. But the bulk of the jobs in the state of Illinois, northeastern Illinois, and we can see that they're all deeply in the red, and consequently that's why we're still below where we were in terms of jobs, that minus 2.1%, which is thousands and thousands of jobs. So until this region starts to really bounce back, and we see other big swaths, certainly from central Illinois, even down into southern Illinois as well, we've got to go ahead and get those job levels up. And that's why it's really important that this General Assembly and the governor continue to focus on this map, because the big numbers may sound okay, but when you break it down county by county, there are an awful lot of places that are still hurting, not back to where we were pre-pandemic, and we've got to have policies in place that allow all these counties to get back to where they were before and get back on a growth track. Thank you.